What is going on, Adventure Nation? In this episode, we get our Disney on, even when we didn't expect to do it.
Yay!
This is the Motorhome Experiment.
What are you doing? You're moving us all.
Oh, sorry. Good morning, everybody. It is, I don't know, it is 8:28. So we're up a little bit earlier than usual this morning. There's only a few things I normally get up for at this time of the morning. Maybe a 3-for-1 Dr. Pepper sale, maybe the birth of a child. But this morning we're up early because we're going to go over to Disney World. And we didn't think we were going to go to Disney this trip at all, but we got this last minute deal now that we're Florida residents. And so we've got this 2-day deal for, I don't know, 130 bucks a piece. So 65 bucks a day, which is really good for there. So for a full day's of entertainment, that's actually really good. So today we're heading over to the Hollywood Studios. We're going to check out Star Wars and Toy Story Land and the stuff that we haven't seen there before. And then tomorrow we're heading over to the Animal Kingdom. So it should be fun. I think Lori's a little excited. Are you excited?
I'm super excited. The one thing I'm not excited about is that we're gonna have to wear masks with this heat and humidity. That's gonna be challenging. Oh, that's our we need to go alarm. But it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, the one thing I said I wouldn't do would be Disney World with a mask on, but I'm, again, like everybody, I guess, we're kind of getting used to it. Although, one of the hottest days of the year today, here in Florida, in Orlando anyways, 95 degrees. And so that'll have a heat index of about 105. So I don't picture this being like just an awesome day there. It's going to be brutal. But
It's gonna be worth it.
It's going to be worth
We're
it.
gonna get to see the new rides for the first time.
Yes. A few new rides for the first time. So let's get rolling.
Yes.
Ozzy's got to get fed first, or...
He's like, feed me.
Yeah, feed me. It's taken us quite a while to get in here at parking because I think everybody in front of us paid in like pennies, writing checks. I think one guy was calculating using an abacus. We always pick that line. All right, we are in the park. It is just after 9:30. The park officially opens at 10. So
But why is the reason we're here early?
Yeah, the first order of business is to try to get a group boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance, the Star Wars ride, which we understand isn't easy. So we've been online looking at tips and tricks. Hopefully they work.
Yeah, and we understand it's hard to get in, but that's why we're early here. But hopefully kids are back in school, not that many people. People actually are keeping spread too.
Yes, yes.
Nobody's on top of each other, so that's kind of nice.
All right. We got our boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance, which is great. We are actually group 46.
Estimate return time 245 minutes. You can hear the people cheering.
Yeah, everybody's cheering as they get their stuff.
We did it!
So everybody's cheering as they get their group boarding passes. A lot of people don't know that right at 10 a.m. you've got to be ready to rock and roll. So
And I have to
it's
say,
crazy.
this is thanks to Rafa. Rafa, he's
Yeah.
the one that told us. He's like, make sure you watch videos and everything before you go, because it's right at 10. Not like 10:05, no 10:10. Right
Yeah.
at 10.
It is crazy. So we're good now. We can go enjoy some other rides and things and wait for the Rise of the Resistance.
Our strategy today, the smaller rides first, the lower the weight, the better. And then once people start leaving, mid-noon or something like that.
Or start passing out because it's 105 degrees.
Then we go to the
then we'll
bigger
go to the
ride.
bigger rides.
Hollywood Studios seems to have a lot of stuff shut down because of coronavirus. We were able to enjoy some of the usual rides like Muppet Vision in 3D and Star Tours. Star Tours has been tweaked to the Star Wars theme, but it is not in the new Star Wars Galaxy's Edge area. Toy Story Land was another section we had never seen, so we made our way over there to try out some new rides like Alien Saucer and Slinky Dog Dash Roller Coaster.
Welcome to Slinky Dog Dash. I'm Slinky Dog. Now, for your safety, remember to stay seated.
Okay, ready, Lori?
Here we go.
We are currently in what Disney is calling a relaxation station. They have some outdoors, some indoors. This is indoors. And what they've done is they've repurposed some of the display type areas to become a place where you can sit down in the AC, grab a bite to eat, take off your mask. And so it's pretty cool. You can see this one here. If you look around us,
And you're only allowed to be on the benches or where the dots are on the floor.
right. So they have a limited amount of people that are allowed in. As you can see by this one, there's not very many people in here at all, but you can see some displays and stuff behind us. This was an old Star Wars deal, so kind of cool, but it gives you a little bit of time to relax out of the heat and take a break.
Break of the mask too.
Break of the mask, right.
Yeah.
So, great job, Disney. That's pretty cool.
I don't think we ever see parades.
No, we never catch them.
It's the first one.
That's why I like the impromptu parade. It's kind of cool, really.
It is.
All right, Lorena, we are out here in front of the Brown Derby. What's going on?
Yes. We have been trying to get in the Derby for a long time. It's supposed to be one of the best restaurants in Disney, and we have never been able to get
It's
in because
always
it's just
packed.
so hard to get reservations there. But because it's a limited amount of people that can come into the park, I guess there was availability, and we got in, and we're gonna have a plant-based steak.
Ooh.
So we're gonna have a steak dinner. We haven't had it in a long time.
Plant-based steak dinner. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
Dinner, I guess.
Dinner. Yeah, because it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Lunch dinner.
Awesome, awesome.
Yep. And tower now is 30 minutes. Okay, Paul. This is it. Plant-based steak.
Yeah, check that out. Looks so good. Smells so good. Ah. Happy camper. All right, dinner is done, and we have gotten the call to head to the Rise of the Resistance. I guess they need our help in quelling the dark side.
I have to say I'm super excited, but at the same time, I just literally just ate so much. So
Oh, I think we'll be fine.
let's see.
Whatever you do, Lori, do not throw up in your mask.
You want me to throw up on yours?
No, don't throw up in my mask either. We are now entering what they call Star Wars Land. It's a new area here that wasn't here the last time. We did go to the one in California, though.
But California only has one ride. Here they have 2 rides.
Right. Well, they should have the second ride in California open now, too, I think. Rise of the Resistance. But we're not sure. But this is pretty cool, especially if you're a Star Wars fan.
When you enter Disney World's Star Wars Galaxy Edge, you get the feeling that you've been transported to a faraway outpost where you can shop in Star Wars style markets, you can eat in Star Wars style restaurants, you can build your own droid in the droid outpost, and you can just kind of wander around and get a feel like you're in a whole different world. You can also pledge your allegiance to the First Order, the bad guys, or the Resistance, the good guys.
Woo! This is gonna be awesome. We are in line for Rise of the Resistance.
So excited!
As with all rides in the Disney properties, the queue is your first introduction to the ride itself as you're slowly brought into the world of Star Wars. You're brought into the world of the Resistance, and the Resistance asks for your help so you can jump aboard a transporter and be brought out to help the Resistance against the First Order. But your mission goes sideways very quickly, and you're caught by the First Order and put into a prison cell where you are interrogated.
We've been taken prisoner, and we may never see you guys again, so we're just letting you know now that we're doing our best to help the Resistance.
Try it.
The Resistance prisoners. You have what I want. You know the location of the secret base.
The Resistance swoops in and frees you from your prison cell, but the escape is a harrowing ride. Will you escape? Do you feel lucky? Well, do you, punk? Oh, sorry, wrong movie.
Great job, recruits. Thanks to your heroism, the location of the Resistance base is secure.
Okay, Lori, it was a long wait because the ride broke down halfway through our line, our queue, and we spent probably an hour and a half in line. Was the Rise of the Resistance worth the wait?
I would say it was amazing.
Oh my goodness, it is so good.
It's just so different. It's
Oh.
so different from Disney. It's just so cool.
Yeah,
so
not what you'd expect from Disney. So good.
And it's a long ride.
It is a long ride. It goes from one area to another to another. It's amazing.
Once we were done with Rise of the Resistance, we headed on over to Smuggler's Run, where you get to pilot the Millennium Falcon and go for a ride.
It looks like we're flying this mission on our own, Lori. We don't have any gunners. We don't have any cannon
We
people.
are gonna have like good entrepreneurs do it all.
Yeah. Okay, Lori, let's do this.
Push the flashing button to left pilot. Hit the booster. Make the jump to light speed.
All right, I must say we were terrible at that.
Oh, I think I caused a lot of damage.
Yeah, our ship was destroyed for sure.
I didn't know where the brakes were.
A trip to Hollywood Studios would not be complete without a ride on
Tower of Terror.
Tower of Terror. So we're gonna do that, and then probably gonna call it a day. Although we might double up on something else, like Aerosmith or something like that. But definitely gonna do Tower of Terror. Are you ready for this, Lori?
I'm never ready.
After Tower of Terror, the only ride that was left to do was Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which has been changed. It used to be the Great Movie Ride.
We couldn't leave without doing the Runaway Railway.
That's literally the last ride, and we have done them all at this point.
checked off every ride today on the list. That's awesome. But this one had a 50-minute plus wait all day. It's still 50 minutes. Park's closing in 5 minutes. What we got in line anyways?
The nice thing about now, there is no sun. Earlier, a lot of the wait was in the sun.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it has definitely cooled off a lot.
Nothing was gonna go wrong.
It was a really cool surprise that we got to do Disney, because we thought that with the closure that we were going to have to just roll on out and
Yes,
not do it at all.
It was literally a last minute thing. It was a last minute just to check everything out. And the happy thing, we're happy that we got to see things that we have not seen before. I think that's when there's a new something, a new ride, new something, that's cool. And we thought we were going to totally miss it, but we didn't.
Yeah, because the Pandora ride, when we were there in 2017, we literally rolled out when it opened a week later. So we just barely missed it. And at that time we had thought, should we stay till it opens? Should we not stay? So we wound up rolling up the road, and then a week later it opened. So that's why we went.
Now the Galaxy, Star Wars Galaxy, now it's a new thing, so that's kind of cool. And we got to do them.
Yeah, and Toy Story Land was something new as well.
Some of that stuff, yes. Some of that stuff they have in California, but there's other ones that don't. That's a nice thing about Disneyland and Disney World. They have some stuff that is different, so you get to enjoy those things in either park.
Right. And the one thing we said in the video is we wanted to address visiting Disney World during the pandemic. And again, this is something that is all about, I think at this point in time now, the pandemic has long run its course, and we're still in the middle of this thing, and I think it's going to be with us for a while. So at this point, it's assessing risk. It's saying, what are you willing to do or not willing to do during this time? And if, as everyone says, masks work, then we felt that this was, for us anyways, wasn't really that big of a risk. And I will say that Disney did an amazing job. The queues were extremely spread out. For the most part, you're outdoors 90% of the time anyways, and you're only inside a little bit.
That can be also a bad thing, because you are like sweating and humid and all that stuff. But I never felt bad or that we were crowded or anything.
No.
If anything, it was the opposite. It's the time to go to Disney, because every safety precaution is there. There's hand sanitizers, everything after every ride. Social distancing, mask, and you have no lines to any of the rides. The longest we waited was 25 minutes.
Yeah, something
for
like that.
One of the longest rides.
Right. Now again, if we were in one of the higher risk crowds, would I go? Probably not. But for us, we felt like it was not that much of a risk really, so we decided to go. So again, a lot of this stuff is going to be your personal judgment on whether you go do these sort of things or not. Will we be doing any packed concerts and things like that in the future? Not going to happen. Just not going to happen. Not feeling comfortable about that. But Disney did an amazing job with
they did an amazing job
with the relaxation stations, where you went in and you saw that one part where we're all spaced out, and actually there was probably this huge building and there was maybe a half a dozen people in there. So they did a great job, and like Lori said, hand sanitizer everywhere, every ride, in the queue lines all over the place.
They will also enforce extremely well. They wearing the mask all the way to the top of your nose.
Yeah.
People will not get away with put under the nose or just taking it off for a minute. They're like, nope.
It was
just like mask up
pretty
all the time.
Pretty crazy. It looked like the Disney had elves hidden in the bushes, because you would see someone with their mask down and they would come running out and go, nope, get it up on your face. So for us, it was really not that big of a risk, and we felt it was
I will say it was not. I thought it was going to be extremely uncomfortable because of the heat and humidity. But with Hollywood Studios, it was not, because a lot of the queue lines are in air conditioner, and because there's not long lines and everybody's space, you're in the air conditioner for a lot of the lines. So it did not feel that bad. It was just going from point A to point B that it was the heat wave.
I think we're all getting used to wearing the mask now. At least I am. I didn't think I would, but I am now, so it wasn't that bad.
But this is where we're going to end part 1 of this. Part 2 will come shortly, and it will be on the Animal Kingdom, where we got to experience some new stuff at Animal Kingdom as well. But this is where we're going to end this one. So if this is your first time here, it'd be awesome if you hung out with us a little bit, got to know us, and that means they have to
Subscribe.
hit that subscribe button. It would be equally as cool if you liked the video, and we'll see you again in the next episode.
Bye,
Bye, guys.
guys. Beautiful lake. No alligators.
We'll talk about that here in a little while.
Ooh,
Yeah.
vegan snake.
Snake?
Steak. Well, snake too.
Are you gonna get a vegan snake?
I don't know if there is a vegan. Well, maybe the snake is vegan, but there's no eating vegan snake.
Or some vegan shape on the snake.
Yeah, I know.